Okay, this is going to be that video I've promised you guys about getting multiple ride bonus, like when you're going for 90 rides in 3 days, example, that kind of thing. And what happened is I was right in the middle of this day, and this was after Cinco de Mayo on Monday, after that crazy weekend, and I was tired. Anyway, this is where I was at, and it was a really horrible situation. Like 4 hours and 54 minutes and only 10 rides, and that's how they were coming in. And they were sending me in like the really long ones that you're never going to get to 90, in the next 10 hours or whatever. There's no way. I mean, I was at like 37, but I had a long ways to go. So when that happened, I just want to show you guys what I go to do for the app. So I immediately go in as soon as I figured out this was going on, and then I send it a message, something like this. You want to say like you've been having an issue not receiving ride requests, tell them it's busy with a 1 minute wait, which is what it looked like on the app, where it's showing you like what it should be like in the area you're in, and then nothing coming in. Anyway, ask them if they can see if there's something wrong with the account, roughly. So if you can see that message, I'll zero in on it for a second for you guys. Okay, so once you do that, they'll start getting back to you. And it's like a robot. It's always, kind of generic responses. Warm greetings. You can read it there. They're going to be taking care of me. Okay, and then I kind of elaborated a little more. I'm downtown, and it's very unusual for this time of day because it was a busy time of day. It was like 2:30 in the afternoon when people start leaving and heading home from whatever they did, and there should be rides coming in, and there weren't. So then the next thing they talked to about, okay, I understand it's important to you. Thanks for bringing this to our attention. They're going to check it out. Anyway, and you have to wait a while, just like everything with this platform. So I think I ended up waiting like 10 minutes for this to be all done. Okay, then I always just respond with something that keeps them on. If you don't respond, it'll actually start asking you if you're still there and not even answer the question. So you do want to respond with something every time they say something to you, whatever it is, Okay, now they finally come back with the answer. And they're confirming that there's nothing wrong on their end. Okay, you can see all this stuff they say. They take many factors into account when making decisions. Okay, so they're basically saying there's nothing that we can do to help you. But here's the interesting thing. As soon as this is done, and this is what I want to really share with you guys, okay, they start giving me another whole thing. Make sure your destination mode is turned off, filters off, get closer to the high demand areas. Well, the thing is, I was in a high demand area, so something was wrong. I'm downtown, Yeah, and then all this safety stuff. It's just generic. It's a robot. It sends everything to you, and it's not even personal, to be real. Okay, so then the next thing, I just ended it. Thank you for your help, Then the next thing I wanted to test out, where it was, and you can see where I was at for what I was trying to get done. I had 70 of my 60 rides in 3 days to do that. So no ride requests coming in is not going to be good for that, Okay, then they come back. Is there anything else we can help you with? No, just end it, Yeah, okay. So this is what I really want to go over. When you're on the app and you're on the map and you're a little bit away from where it has this little timer where it's showing the wait time as 1 minute, and this is happening, and you've already communicated with the app, which I did, and nothing was still coming in. At that point, I end up wanting to migrate toward that pin where it's showing there's only 1 minute wait, which is a little bit away from that. And this was at 1:34 right when I went online. So not even a minute. Okay, usually you would have to go to the pin, like I just said, to get that request. And here came the request. So this is what I want to bring up. When you're waiting and nothing's come in, talking to that chat bot or whatever, telling it what's wrong and everything, it does do something. So they are able, I don't know, even though they say there's nothing on their end that they could do, something happens because my requests started coming in, Okay, so I went to that ride. That was done. And then at 1:55, I was waiting for the next one after that one was done. 1:57, that's 2 minutes. Okay. 2 o'clock, another 3 minutes. This one went a little too long for my taste, you know. Then 2:03. So now I'm at 6 minutes, nothing coming. 2:06. 9 minutes, nothing coming. But you can see right here, I started migrating toward that little 2 minute. Like I talk about, getting close to those kind of helps us. Closer to it now. And now it's 2:07. And then by 2:08, here's my ride request. So if you have a little lapse after you've talked to the robot, definitely get close to those pins. That's what I can say about that. Okay. Then at 2:33 it was on again. And by 2:34 here it is. So it's funny how, like, you know, I went 10 or 4, almost 5 hours with only 10 rides. And now I've gotten 3 rides within, what, 20 minutes, you guys, that I've shown you right here since I talked to the robot app, chat section, whatever you want to call that. You can't tell me that they aren't connected and don't manipulate us and aren't able to do something, you know, to make our account start getting those requests again. And the one thing I wanted to point out too, when you see these 1 minute wait times in your area you're in, along with 44 rides in the last hour, that's prime time. If you have anything over 20 rides an hour, you're going to be getting requests and should be. And if you're not, go in and chat with it and sit there and be patient. It's frustrating, I know, but things will start coming in after you do. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to share on this video, and I hope it helps.